Hey guys, so today is the second video to my channel, and a lot of you have been requesting that I do my basic everyday makeup, and so today that's what I'm gonna do for you. Yeah. So with that being said, let's get on it. All right. So we're getting right into it. And the very first thing that I do when I do my makeup is I start with my brows. I always do this so that way I can, conceal them. 'Cause if I don't conceal them, well, all my 99 problems won't be there. No, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright. So okay. So now we got our product on. So when I'm doing my brows, I always start about the center of my brow. That's where I use the most product, and I kind of just go along the arch. And I just kind of bring it and drag it down. I always drag it further than the brow. So that way it'll give you that tail on the brow. Yeah. And then underneath it, on the lower brow line, I always go a little harder there. But I don't get any more product on the brow. I just go along. So, do a little harder line there. And just gonna like outline the brow. And then, once you get to the tail, obviously connect them. And then go ahead and fill in that bottom line. Obviously, if you have to get a little more product, that's okay. So there's the beginning to my first brow. And so, from the middle part of my brow, I always just kind of take it and kind of just draw it over a little bit, just to kind of even out that product there. And then yeah, just kind of go lighter on the top and connect it, and then kind of fill it in a little bit so it gives it that nice fade into the dark brow. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to do my second brow off camera, and then I will show you the rest of my routine. Alright, so now that we have our brows done, yeah, we can go in with our concealer. I forgot to mention, but when I do my brows, I use the Anastasia Dip Brow. I love this stuff so much. It's just amazing stuff. And then for my concealer, I use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. For me, because this one comes with like a little sponge on it, I always take it off. I don't like using the sponge. It just doesn't give it the full effect, you know? So then I just take a concealing brush. I use the Revlon brush, but any brush that works for you guys use it, whatever. Alright, and I always start at the bottom, along that line that we did on the bottom, and I always conceal that first. because what it does is it really just makes your brow cleaner. Yeah. Gorgeous. All right. And then I go with the top. And I kind of just bring it down towards the tail. Actually, I don't really know what that's called. If you guys know what the end of the brow is called, basically, I call it a tail, just because that's like the tail of the brow, like whatever. But if you guys actually know what it is, please comment down below. And then what I do is with whatever's left on the brush, I just kind of go up at the front of the brow, and I just kind of fade it into the brow. Just to give it a cleaner fade, you know? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to conceal the other one, and then I'll be back. Alright. So now that we have our brows concealed, I usually just take a little beauty blender, and I just kind of blend it into the skin. Just to make sure like we don't miss any spots when we're doing our foundation. Which brings me to what we're doing next. Sorry if the camera is a little shaky. I'm using my phone because I don't have like an actual video camera yet. Still working on that. But anyways, so with our foundation, I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation and concealer, both in one. But with this one, because it was a little too light for my, or a little too dark for my liking, my dad got me the NYX foundation, but this one's too light and this one's a little too dark for winter time at least. During the summer I can wear this without any problems, but during the winter, because this is too dark, I just kind of put them together and mixed them a little bit, just to make a little bit lighter than what it shows. But yeah, actually, I'm probably going to put a little bit, well, because actually not bad. Alright, I'm not a very good one to ask for foundation matching. I'm not super great at matching my foundations. But one of these days I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get freaking matched. So I always start kind of like, I always put a little bit of product on my forehead, and then I do 1, 2, I just kind of put it all over, I guess, since the bottle's not working. There we go. Alright, so I usually just do like 4 lines of foundation, but because this one didn't work over here, I just kind of put it all over. So then I put a little bit on my nose too, and then I go in with my little blender and I just blend it all into my skin. Obviously you guys can use whatever foundation you guys usually use. I'm not gonna tell you that you have to go out and buy freaking Milani. It's not me. I don't do that. So then I just kind of go in, start blending it all over, making sure that it gets in there to my skin. I don't ever put it on my eyelids. Just because I conceal my eyelids when I'm doing my foundation, so I don't ever see a point in putting foundation on your eyelids. Awesome. All right. So yeah, and then I just kind of blend it down into my neck, make it all pretty. I just kind of, I use this is an RT. It's just a beauty blender that I got at Walmart. Yeah, and so I don't know, I really like it. It's a really nice sponge. I get a lot of my products at Walmart, actually. Yeah. So now that we have our foundation blended into our skin, to give it that nice, no blemish look. Yeah. I love this look. No blemishes. Bye-bye. So now we're going to go in with our concealer again. With my concealer, I always do 4 dots under the eyes. And then just like 4 dots underneath those, just random placed dots. Maybe a little bit more. Just whatever you guys feel like. Oh, sorry. Just whatever you feel like needs to happen with that. And then I go in with my blender again. I just blend it in. I like to use a lighter concealer than my foundation color, just so I get that lighted look around there, you know? Yeah. And then I always just kind of blend it into my eyelids after I do that. This is the part that I said I use concealer. And then I just kind of take a little bit and I put it on my nose. Just so the nose of my bridge, or the bridge of my nose, gets highlighted too. And then I take a couple little drops like that, and I blend that in. So I get my T-zone all highlighted, and then I put a little bit under here, and like on the sides of my nostrils. So that way those get highlighted too. Because I am all about highlight. So there's that, and that gives you really just a natural look to it. But yeah. So the next thing we're gonna do is I use the Coty Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage face powder. I love this stuff. It just makes your I can't talk. This is really bugging me. I'm sorry. No, okay, so it makes your skin really, just gives you a good feeling to your skin, I guess. And like, I don't know. It's a really good baking powder. So what I do with it, since we're gonna move on, because I can't talk, I take it and I put a little bit under my eye, bake it there, and then I go on the other side, and I do the same thing. And I put a little bit on my nose, just to kind of help bake it there too. But then I go and I just bake it. After I put that on my face, ooh, I look weird. After I put that on my face, I go in. This is just another little brush that I got from Walmart. It's I just thought it was really cute. It's a Moda brush. But I go in and I put it all over just my neck and my face, just to kind of help. It's a setting powder, so it sets your makeup. So my best friend used this because she also does makeup. She used this at her mom's wedding. And because she did all the bridesmaids makeup, and they were literally crying at the wedding, and nobody's makeup moved at all. I freaking love this powder. I always put a little extra there just to bake it too. But yeah, no, this is literally some of the greatest stuff, and it's literally only like $6 at Walmart. I love their stuff. And so I always put a little bit on my eyelids too, just so that way they're nice and set. Yeah, so you just kind of put it all over your face, and just set the foundation. I mean, obviously the foundation, if you have, I have a mattifying, it mattes, so obviously it's gonna set by itself, but you know, whatever. So the next thing I do is we're gonna go and we're gonna bronze our face. So I like to use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I just love this stuff so much. Alright, and so I kind of start up at my hairline and I bring it down. So it's just like a nice little drag there. And then, yeah. So then I do that. And then I always put some up at the top. We're actually almost done with this makeup look, guys. Yes. So then I go along the along the sides of my nose too, kind of contour those. I put a little bit at the tip, and then yeah. After I get done with that, I go in with another little bronzer, just to kind of help it a little bit more. But I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer too, and I love this stuff too. And it smells so good. So I just kind of use a little bit, just kind of help darken it and make it look a little less orangey. Yeah. Okay. So now that that's done, I can go ahead and wipe away the baking powder. Then it's pretty highlighted on my face, you know. Alright. So the next thing we're gonna do is with my makeup look, I like to use a little bit of eyeliner just to give it a little extra, because that's me. I'm extra. So I use the Sex Kitten by Tarte, and I start at the little corner of my eye, and I just bring it out a little bit, and then I always kind of put a little bit on my eyelids, and then I just kind of connect them. Then you get a really crisp eyeliner line. Yeah, it also helps because this is a fine tip eyeliner. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera real fast. Alright, so now that I have both of those wings done, I like to go in with my L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise mascara. I'm gonna go in it just really gets those lashes very precise, basically. I love this stuff. And it doesn't do a lot of clumping either. I also do it on the bottom lashes too. Just so that everybody gets that same effect. So now that we're actually almost done, we gotta do our highlight. Oh, and what I forgot to mention to you guys is that before I start my face at really ever, I put primer on. This is the Maybelline Master Primer. This one is the Blur and Pore Minimize. It doesn't block your pores, or like it doesn't get stuff in your pores. It just really helps them. So now that we're gonna go in with our highlight, I use a lot of Milani products, if you guys haven't realized already, but I really like this Milani setting spray. So I'm gonna spritz a little bit on there. And then just a little bit on my Milani highlighting / blending brush. And then I use this Milani highlight. It's in the color Strobe Light. I just love this stuff. Yeah. So then I always kind of go a little bit. You can see why I love this stuff. It's so freaking bright. And as James Charles would say, or Jeffree Star, sickening. I love it. I love this stuff. So then I'm going to go a little bit more on the brush here. Just along my face. I freaking love this stuff. This is why they call it strobe light, because it's just so bright. And I just love it. Yeah. Okay, and then I put it on the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow of my lips to highlight there. And then I just kind of take I don't actually know what this brush is called. I just know it helps with like creases and stuff. But I usually take it and I put it along the brow bone. To help highlight in the brows. Yeah. And so after that's done, if I have any mascara that got on my eyelid, I kind of take a little spoolie and kind of just get rid of it. Yeah. So basically, this is the finished everyday makeup look. Sometimes if I'm really feeling a little extra, I usually put some lashes on. Like these ones, I have these ones, they're these ones, I'm pretty sure they are the, yeah, both of them are the Eylure Luxe lashes with the mink effect. You can also get those at Walmart. They are amazing. I love them so much. And then sometimes I put on a little more dramatic ones. These ones I actually used. If you go to my Instagram, they are on there. I used them with a makeup look I did just not that long ago for the Holt Center for Lion King. Yeah. So, Starbucks. So yeah. So this is the finished little look here. I hope you guys liked it. Oh, sometimes I forgot one thing. Oops. Sometimes I put a little highlight on the inner corner of my eyes too. Yeah. Okay. So this is the finished look. You guys can leave your lips bare, or sometimes I like putting on a little like a matte, like more natural, yeah. Okay, so since this look is done, I hope you guys really liked it. I hope this helps you guys learn a lot about how I kind of do my everyday makeup. Yeah. So I hope you guys liked it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time, which would be Tuesday. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you Tuesday.